Hey everybody, it's Jeff. I wanted to. I'm not a motivational speaker, but there's some things that are on my mind that I woke up with through the night, and the Lord is like telling me to put it out there. Maybe it's for somebody that can help people, but listen, I'm not. I'm not one that tries to hype or motivate anybody. I just talk. I just talk. Um, Many of you know, I've pastored 8 different churches. I've been in ministry 35 years. I've been the presiding bishop prelay over 3 jurisdictions, and so I have a whole history of talking to people. Many countless people have been in my at my desk, tell me about what's going on in the world. My heart, and I felt for them. I knew that my heart would go out to people about their situations. But through the years, I've learned something. That there seems to be like a power in the universe that its sole purpose is to make you believe that you can't accomplish, but you can. You can't get ahead, but you can. You can't achieve, but you can. You can't succeed, but you actually can. Example of how this power works, because it's invisible. But you can agree with me that, like for instance, you work all year and you get a tax check, 7, 8, $900. Soon as you get that in your hand, the water heater goes out, or the car breaks down, or somebody has a greater need than you, and then you right back in the place you was before. You thought you was going to climb out with a tax check, but you couldn't. Or another thing, when you get a raise on the job, or get a promotion or a new job, and you make 300, 400 more dollars a month. 2, 3 months later, now your lifestyle somehow has absorbed that extra income, and now you back to the same place. But you can get out of that. You can. You actually can get out of that, because where you are doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't. Will Smith said that, and I believe it. I mean, I used to tell my parents and my everybody around me that if I had to think about where I was today, that particular day, if I had to think about where I was today, I would jump off a bridge, or take some pills, or do something drastic, because I had got a divorce. I didn't feel like a pastor anymore because it was just humiliating. Maybe you don't know that when a preacher has marital problems, there's not. You would think that everybody would form a prayer circle or something, but it's not. It appears to be juicier to talk about Reverend Bishop Pastor Williamson and his wife are having marital problems. When I wanted so bad for somebody to come knock on my door and say, "You guys aren't doing this. You guys aren't doing this." But nobody stepped up. And then I had to step down from the church. I wanted to. I just don't feel right. I'm not pastoring today. I don't feel right pastoring as a single man, because of the stresses and temptations and things that could come upon you, and you have to really be there for the people. I've been to the low parts. And of course, divorce sometimes come with losing everything that you have. But that power in the universe that tried to tell me I'm never going to be better than that, you know, I finally struggled and got to a place in my life where I was able to say, listen, you can do this. And once you tell yourself you can do it, you cannot untell yourself. Once you tell yourself and you believe it, you cannot untell yourself. I mean, it's just an amazing thing that I had to go through to get better. And I wanted to share with you, those who are going through anything, that uh, things do get better. They do get better. Now, the other thing that I wanted to just share with you, it's there are those who that are around you. There are those who, like this journey you're going in life, that you want to go in life. You have to recognize that around you, there are very few people that should take that trip with you, or even willing to take that trip with you. Very few people are willing to take that trip with you. And that's okay when you find those, but it's those that should not take that trip that you're trying to drag with you. Listen, in the world of trips, there are some that should go with you, and some people who only should get the postcard or the t-shirt. They should never be on that trip with you, because if you let them get on the plane or the boat or the train or get in the car and go with you, it's not going to go well. They suck the life out of you because they never should be where you're going. So resign yourself to understanding that there are some that needs the t-shirts and the postcards, and others need to be on that trip with you. This is extremely important. This was probably one of the major things that I had a hard time learning, because I've always tried to include everyone with me, because I felt so bad about trying to leave somebody behind. But you should leave. There are some people you should absolutely leave behind, especially where I'm going. Steve Jobs once said that you have to love what you're doing, because if you don't love what you're doing, it's so hard to not quit. It is so hard to not quit if you don't love what you're doing. I mean, any rational person will give up doing what you're doing. If you don't love it, you will quit like everybody else. But I love what I'm about to do, and I'm trying to put a team together. But I love what I'm trying to do. And there's been all kinds of obstacles. But I wanted to serve as some kind of motivation for everybody else that you can do it. And sometimes the task just seems too impossible. But I believe I will make a difference in this world, and you can too. And once you believe it, that's everything in the world that you need. Because the Bible says I can achieve anything through Christ, which strengthens me. And that's all you need to do. Once you believe that and buy into that, this secret power in the universe that's supposed to hold you down, that holds you down, you won't even see it, won't feel it. It cannot touch you. It cannot bother you. It cannot walk up and put obstacles in your face, because you know you can walk through it, walk around it, under it, or over it. You're going to get to where you're going. It's just as simple as that to me. It's just as simple as that to me. Now, finally, if I wanted to try to, if I wanted to help you succeed, I would say that many of you are at a point where you're crawling. You're just crawling. You've been knocked down, but you haven't stayed down. You're moving. You're crawling, but you're focusing wrong. If you're crawling, let me tell you what you want to achieve and succeed at is just around the corner. So if you can just crawl to the corner and grab that corner and just pull yourself just enough to look around it, you'll see it. And if you see it, you can get to it. The problem why so many give up is that they're laying there, they're trying to crawl, but they're still looking straight and they don't see it. They don't see the goal. They don't see the destiny. They don't see where they're supposed to be, because it's around the corner. You have to do the work. You have to meet it at least halfway. Just crawl to the corner. Pull the corner. Just pull yourself around it where you can just look around and you'll see it. So don't give up because you're on the floor. Don't give up because you can't see it. It's not straight. It's not in front of you. It's around the corner. So just try to make it, crawl, scratch, grab until you get there. I'm Bishop Williamson. I just wanted to give you those words of wisdom. God bless you.